Let's start the show indeed. I'm Tara Oakland. I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And welcome to the show, everybody. We got a new background now. So a little green, a little, I don't know, a desaturated green, whatnot. Cassandra. You got Sarah, YouTube user, Bartman, and Sarah again. Thank you all for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Neve. We got Andrew. We got Yvette. We got Journey. We got Claire and Tracy. Welcome to the stream as well. By the way, y'all been asking. Y'all have been asking for the Tasty Tarot Kickstarter, and it's now live. It is now live. Tasty Tarot can be yours for a 2019 price of $30. I mean, that is a 2019 price, my friends. That is, you don't see that, right? I just did one. I just did a review of a deck that's $75 freaking dollars. You don't got to pay that, my friends. I don't know what inflation is. I don't raise my prices for inflation. $30. $30. Go eat your Tasty Tarot. Link in the chat. Let's see. A link in the chat. I think. Yeah, there you go. Link in the chat. Link in the description. Links everywhere. I mean, should be pretty easy to find it. So go back me on the Tasty Tarot. I mean, it's 2019 prices today. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't know what inflation is. I'm not going to jack my price. I don't, supposedly it's transitory. So I'm just going to keep my price low and keep it low to the ground. That's where I'm going to get it. Anyway. Let's see what's going on. Maruta, welcome to the stream. Sarabi, welcome to the stream as well. All right, we got lots of donations tonight, including PayPal. Raina, thank you so much for your PayPal donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. Raina cannot locate her keys. Well, we're going to help you find it. But right now, though, we're going to Sarah. Sarah has a good question. They want to know. My new colleague, D. I mean, I thought everybody liked the D. Apparently not everybody. Can she tolerate the workload and the pressure, or is she just going to bail? I mean, because some people just can't handle that, right? If I have workload and if I have pressure, I'm going to have the pixelated tarot as well. We're going to have a little bit of a pixelated tarot thing happening. Moreland, welcome. Moreland, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. That's your daughter. Very cool indeed. Well, welcome, Moreland's daughter. I appreciate you hanging out with us and being on the stream. It is the TO show, and we do a lot of fun things over here. So hopefully you enjoy, hanging out with us a little bit. All right, let's see what's going on. We got a new colleague, D. Can they handle the stress? They seem to be a boss at stress. I mean, they seem to be a boss. It doesn't seem to be a problem, right? This is somebody that works. This is somebody that does the work. They make it happen. They don't hesitate. They don't play around. They make it happen. And the workload is not going to be a big thing. Now, be aware they work in their own way, which may be different than your way. But the answer to your question is, yes, they can handle it. Not going to be a problem. Queen and Joan, welcome to the stream. But yeah, see, I put in the work. I plant the things. I do the things. So I think maybe they take a little extra break here and there. I do think maybe they sort of look at work and approach workload a little bit different than you do. So don't panic. Don't panic. It's not going to be that bad. So they do the work. This is somebody that needs their independence, though, right? I need to hear the requirements and I need to go away and think about it for a little bit. A lot of people are like that, right? I'm not like that. As you're telling me the requirements, I'm thinking of how I'm going to do it. So by the time you're finished talking, I can tell you exactly how I'm going to do it, how long it's going to take, and when it's going to be ready for you, and what kind of procedure you're going to have to sort of get into that, right? I can tell you the roadblocks. I can tell you the easy mode on that, and I'm already thinking about, how I can goof off in the middle of it. That's me. That's me. Nobody works like me, as I've come to discover it. Well, no. I've met two people at work over 30 years that work like me. Other than that, nobody works like me. Anyway, this person needs to go and think about it a little bit. understand a little process, right? And then they're going to come up with a group decision here. Andrew, thank you for your donation. They're going to come up with a group decision. They're very team oriented. They want to know where the team's going, what they're going to do, how they're going to approach this. Overall, looks like a boss. Looks like a boss. I think this is going to be not a problem at all. Christina, welcome to the stream. Good to see you as always. All right. That is the person that's coming in your life, and they're going to make it happen. Why is today's society very immature and childish? Emma, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. If we're going to be immature and childish, I think we need a childish deck. We're going to use this deck right here. If you don't have this, you're literally crazy at this point. Little Prince. If you don't know the story, you can go to YouTube and listen to the story for free. You don't have to buy the audiobook. It's all over YouTube. I mean, some are legal, some are not so legal. But yeah, Little Prince story on YouTube. Don't bother buying the book. Just go to YouTube and listen to it, all right? You just turn up the volume, listen to it. You can multitask. That's why I love audiobooks in general. All right. Now, what's going on with society today? Everybody's immature and childish. The Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords. I think a lot of people are more independent today than they were before. You have a lot of independence sort of coming out, right? You have a little bit of the Three of Swords, and right here we have the Queen of Swords, which I'm talking about the independence. We'll come back to this. A lot of people, okay, let me give you an example. Have you ever played MMO, like World of Warcraft or something like that? The first time that all these MMOs came out, you needed to work with other people in order to level up, in order to get your quest done. You'll run into that quest where you can't kill this guy, and you need some help. Today, all the MMOs are independent solo. Nobody wants to group up. They want to solo. They want to get all where they're at, and then they want to raid, right? They want to do whatever they want to do. So there's very much of an independence. I want to solo the game, the Queen of Swords. The game sometimes is life. Four of Swords as well. I think people hate inconveniences, even small-ass inconveniences, right? I once knew actually once dated this lady, and she had some 30-year-old children that were still living with her. Anyway, so the 30-year-old children, they had a flat tire on the freeway. Now, I'm not saying the flat tire on the freeway is perfectly fine and easy. That's pretty stressful. Anyway, these are guys. They started crying. They were crying, like yelling. They were crying. They were freaking out. It just feels like people don't get the inconvenience things. They just don't like inconveniences. The way it goes. That's sort of a little bit of sort of immature, childish kind of thing there. Now, Three of Swords. I think a lot of people assume the worst. That's the way it goes. A lot of people just assume the worst. It's going to be bad. This is how it's going to be. Stock market's going to be terrible. Blah, 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 blah. So you do have that. Effect. So anyway, that's why I think that more people are a little independent. They want what they can't have. They're a little bit spoiled. They don't like inconveniences. Ashley, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Now let's go for it. YouTube user is back with some work that we got. Sarah, we got some action on the YouTube tonight. We need to find some keys. But before that, let's go to YouTube user and figure out what they need to know. Coworker Amelia saying crap about me. I confronted her about lying, right? I had to confront her. The me manager is aware. What's her karma? Why does she hate me? I just want to be in peace. I just want to be at peace, right? You confronted her. She's filling you full of BS. If I'm going to fill you full of BS, I'm going to use the This Might Hurt Tarot. The This Might Hurt Tarot is going to fill you with BS. By the way, my tarot tower, if you're new here, you ain't seen it, that's what it looks like. It's amazing. All right, let's get to the reads. This Might Hurt Tarot is just a beautiful deck for this kind of stuff. I mean, Amelia just doesn't like you. Amelia thinks you smell bad. Amelia, just something's wrong with you. Michelle, welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. All right. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. Sarah is working that credit card tonight. All right, let's go with YouTube user for now, though. We got saying crap about me, talking, making all the gossip. What's going on with that? All right, Ace of Pentacles. They just basically don't know how to do anything correctly. A lot of times when people are going to pull out the BS or people are going to pull out the drama at work, it's because they can't handle the workload. They can't handle what they're doing, right? Let me go to an example. If you are good at your work and your job, you have zero drama because you do your work, you get your praises, you get your money, and you get the hell out of there. If you're bad at work, you start drama. That's the way it goes. Six of Pentacles. Everybody seems to be getting the payout except for Amelia, right? Except for Amelia. Just doesn't get the payout, doesn't get what she needs. Five of Swords. She feels like if she stabs somebody in the back, it's going to make her look good. She's sort of approaching it from the wrong perspective, right? Ace of Pentacles. Everything cools down. Everything eases down. You just got to stop. You just got to stop feeding the troll. Don't feed the troll. Just move past it. Not going to be a big deal. Let it sort of just wind its way down. Let it sort of calm down. But yeah, it's the way it goes. If somebody's lying, don't confront them. Just tell your manager that they're full of crap and move on with your life. The way it goes. The way it goes. But yeah, All right, let's see what's going on with this. Next, we got Sarah coming up there. How was the meeting with Dawn? Ooh, we got a meeting done. We want to see how that's going to go. I think we're going for a deck that I like. Let's go with my deck. This is the previous deck. By the way, you can get it on the Tasty Tarot Kickstarter. Did I mention it is on the kick? So, not sponsored. Well, actually kind of sponsored. Yeah, not sponsored, kind of sponsored. All right, we got a jumper. Going to see how it's going to go with this individual. Jesus, the Six of Pentacles again? That's pretty clean. I like that. That's pretty clean indeed. I love me a couple of Six of Pentacles coming out there. Seeing what's happening, see what's going on with all of that stuff. Six of Pentacles starting us out. Meeting is definitely going to be a good exchange of information. Good meeting. They say something you're worried about, though. They say something that sort of comes about that you're kind of concerned, kind of worried. You're like, I'm not sure how to handle that. I'm not sure how to handle that at all. Six of Pentacles says we got a lot of good exchange of information, but there's just that one thing that they say that you're just concerned about, you're kind of worried about, you're like, I'm not really sure how to handle. But the Nine of Swords, it does say, Uzma, welcome and thank you for your sub. But yeah, it does say there's some things to be concerned about after the meeting. I think some of the things that you need to do are definitely follow up. This is one of the few meetings where you need to take notes, right? I mean, a lot of people don't take notes. They go in the meeting and they'll be like, okay, I got this. You need to take notes here because there's a couple of things that are going to be a little bit too detailed for you to sort of throw into the memory. You definitely want to take notes in this meeting, okay? There's some things to be concerned about as well. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. You definitely don't want to just panic over it. It is something that is going to be a little bit sort of out of the blue, but Temperance says I'm able to blend it in. I'm able to make it happen. I'm able to do all of that, right? Just sort of adjust the way you do things, make it happen. Not going to be a big deal. Definitely not going to be as concerning as it looks like initially, but this is a meeting. You do need to take notes because there is a vital and there is a wonderful sort of a movement of information back and forth with that. We got Cassandra, and then we're hopping over to PayPal. With Raina is over there. What do I need to do to make my business grow, to make the fat cash, to make everything happen the way that I need it to happen? Let's shuffle this up again so we don't get the Six of Pentacles again. All right, let's see what's going on with this. What I need to know to make my business expand, explode, make everything, make all my dreams come true is what you need, right? Make all your dreams come true. The Nine of Pentacles, not much. A Five of Wands, a Two of... All right, the business needs some tweaks as far as YouTube user, thank you for your donation, as far as how you're presenting it to the public. So if you're looking for expansion, if you're looking to make it grow, how do you present things to the public? It seems there's something wrong with the presentation or something that needs to be tweaked with the presentation of how we're doing it. You also have a little bit of sort of a It's almost like a backlash from a decision that's coming up. So make sure you make a decision. You want to be very logical with it and very non emotional with decisions as they come along, especially the next couple of months. I think as you're looking at that, you make a decision that's a little bit sort of odd, a little bit sort of weird, or something that you have to sort of figure out. Anyway. There's an opportunity for expansion. In other words, picking up another product or picking up another kind of thing, right? So there is an opportunity for basically adding something to the business. You need to be careful of how you do that, but you absolutely need to take that opportunity to do that. Because looking out amongst your dominion, you do have another product that needs to be added, another product that needs to be inherited and put into the cycle. And I think that product is going to generate some enthusiasm, some excitement. Watch how you present things to the public. Overall, it looks like the business is going to just make you money over time. Now, this is something where you got to be patient with it, right? Boo-boo, thank you for your hanging out tonight. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, we're at the keys. We need to find the keys. All right, off to PayPal we go. Raina, not the boo-boo, another Raina wants to know about some keys. Raina, YouTube user, thank you for your double donation. I appreciate you. All right, keys. All right, the formal question says, I cannot locate my damn keys. I mean, cannot locate the keys. Looked everywhere. It's been weeks. I don't traditionally just lose the keys. And I can understand that. Sometimes we do that. I did a full clean of the house to find it, but I can't find the keys. All right. We need accuracy. We need everything to be just rock solid on this. We're skipping straight to the insanely accurate, the insanely wonderful Wizard's Tarot. Okay? If you don't have the Wizard's Tarot, pre-order it now because you're going to need it. You are just going to absolutely need this deck because this is the kind of deck that makes these readings possible. Where you're looking for something specific, you need to find it. You need to see what's going on. This and Gregory Scott is kind of tied about what is going to be good, what is going to be bad, what's going to be decent about this. Let's find the key. All right. By the way, in case you don't know, I have a book that's dedicated to crap like this. I have a book that's actually, because you know who writes about finding objects with tarot? Nobody. Do you know who writes about finding objects with tarot? Nobody, except me. I've never seen it. I have in this book, by the way, link in the description, Tarot Guidance, ebook. I got a big section on locating objects with tarot. So all sorts of interesting stuff. And keys are included. Keys are included. So if you think that I'm new to these readings, you're incorrect. So let's go and find the keys. Oh, Jesus. It is not in the house. You just wasted a whole lot of time in the house. It is not in the house at all. It is outside of the house. It's outside of the house. All right. So we need to know where you were. We need to understand where you were because it's outside of the house. It's on the ground, somewhere outside of the house because you have on the ground here, sort of we lost it. It is sort of up in the air as far as where it is. We have the Ten of Cups. The good news is I think it's near the house. So I think it's near the house on a walkway, on something, sort of back through there, it's behind the house almost, on a road or sort of a pathway or something like that. But Five of Pentacles, it is outside of the house. You got outside of the house, and you're looking in the house, but you're just not finding it because the keys are outside of the house waving to you and trying to get your attention. Eight of Swords. Man, you have a difficult time finding these keys, no doubt about it. Basically, you are looking at a Three of Swords. I think that means it's going to be very difficult overall to find them, right? So you may have to write this off. If you're sort of looking outside of the house, if you're sort of following the pathways, following the road, because I don't think it's on the road. I think it's kind of near the road. Okay, here's an example of a reading that I did for my girlfriend when she lost her keys. Basically, it was outside and it was near a dog. It was outside, it was near a dog. So we have a dog park. No, it's sunglasses. So we have a dog park. I went to the dog park and I looked around and there were the sunglasses. So, sort of like outside of the house. It could be in an intersection, maybe at a dog park, maybe at something, but definitely looking at a distance from the residence. Now, it's almost like it's under something because there's a lot of snow here. So it's on maybe grass or it's on something that's not going to be a paved road where it's really obvious and whatnot. Overall, Three of Swords is you're going to be challenged to find it indeed. But the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, again, has a restriction. We're not able to find it, not able to get it as we're going. Were you moving? You're moving when you dropped them. You were moving when you dropped them. Fiddling with something, moving when you dropped them. Anyway, those are the hints about finding your keys. Hopefully, you can find your keys. I do not think it's in the damn house. I just don't. There's nothing, and I mean nothing inside of the house here. Indoors, outdoors. The only thing here, even when they're inside of the house, they're looking out. They're looking out. Ooh, next to a window. Next to a window. So try the windows. Look outside, maybe around windows. Also look on pathways as you're sort of leaving and whatnot, and definitely may be under or in grass or sort of blended in with something. So that's where I think the keys are. Good luck finding the keys. If you do find them, of course, you need to come back and let us know. Thank you again, Raina, for hanging out with us tonight and all that good stuff. All right. The next, we're back on this. That was PayPal. We did PayPal. Sarah, I got your PayPal donation. Thank you so much for your generous donation. But for now, let's hop over, do a couple of super chats, right? We did the business growth. Now it is time for Andrew. Weekend general with some teddy bears. We can do teddy bears indeed. If you don't know what those are, they look like that. I mean, it is a teddy bear tarot. I love it. I do enjoy a teddy bear tarot. I'm very tempted to buy more. Very tempted indeed to buy a few more teddy bear tarots because I've seen them. They are everywhere. They're everywhere. The way it goes. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Weekend general. What kind of things are we doing with the weekend? I'm going to go. We got a couple of weekend reads. Man, to 10. Don't take on too much. I think you got that down. I think you got it down where you're used to. I don't need to take on too much. But this weekend's especially prevalent with this. This weekend is sort of like a trap almost about literally taking on too much or not getting in the mode that you need to be, just carrying too much weight on the weekend. You want to ease it up. You want to make everything easy, make everything simple, and definitely not get too overloaded with what you are doing. Definitely a sort of a stay-at-home kind of weekend. If we can do that, if we can do all the traditional things, if we can relax, do a lot of stuff, do some comfort food, do some comfort shows, what have you, but definitely sort of hanging out at home, relaxing, sort of keeping it stress level low and all of that stuff, and being careful what we sort of take on or what we gather up or what we're willing to commit to this weekend. Because I think there are a couple of traps this weekend about, this looks easy, I started, and then Jesus, that's just terrible. And, just like Jesus, that was just a poor idea. And you don't want to get involved in that. You don't want to get involved in that indeed. It's a relaxing Wheel of Fortune kind of weekend, just having fun with all of that. Emma, how did I know Elle in a past life? Let's use some teddy bears because nothing says past lives quite like a teddy bears. Quite like teddy bears indeed. All right. How to know Elle in a past life? Oh, man. Y'all were related. Number one, you're related. I think you were sort of like big brother, big sister, big brother, little sister kind of thing or something like that, right? You have a little bit of a family orientation for that. Sort of a sharing thing with one sibling being older than the other one. Definitely in sort of a castle environment, too. I do think this is something that's fairly recent as far as castles go, as far as things go. I think you are based out of the UK. I think you are on a castle and the castle was active. When I say not long ago, not like, last year, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like in the Egyptian period or something like that. I think it wasn't too bad, too far out. Y'all in the UK, y'all were sort of related and whatnot. King of Wands. This is something where the L really sort of guided everything. L needed to be there. L needed to guide you. L needed to sort of get up front and make it happen and sort of be there for you, right? So definitely just sort of the King of Wands, definitely. I guess on the alpha male or the alpha female or something like that. Basically, the King of Wands, sort of the alpha type thing. They wanted to be the leader. They wanted to make things happen. I think they're kind of bossy to this day, too. Maybe that's not a problem, but they're kind of a little bossy, a little bit sort of in that mode as well. I don't think y'all knew each other forever. I think y'all parted ways at about the teenage time and then, sort of went your own way and whatnot. But you're back. You're back with this relationship. You're back with this connection. Hopefully you're having a good time with all of that. Now, Sarah is back. Speaking of Sarah is running the credit card out tonight with the Gregory Scott email. Okay. Do y'all want to see the credit card trick? You want to see, can I do the credit card trick? Is that going to be a thing? Okay. The credit card trick. Okay. Let's see if we can make the credit card trick work. We need a good magic trick because we got all these new people in here. We need something that's going to be decent and fun and what have you. So we'll do the credit cards. The credit card's a pretty good trick. Anyway, the idea is, you just go into... You're going to do your credit card. You're going to buy some stuff. You're on Kickstarter. You're just making it happen, right? And the chip, I don't like the chip being on this end because half the time I insert the card like that. You know what I'm saying? And the chip being on that end is not very convenient at all. So what you have to do is you need to move the chip to the other side. I say that, but it's actually easier done than said. When the chip's in the middle, that's the fun part. That's the kind of part I like, right? It's like a practical joke because now you can insert it all day. And it's not going to do anything. But ideally, you want to get the chip and you want to move it across. You want to move it across a little bit like that. And you pull it like that. And the chip is then on the other side. So now... so now I don't insert it on the wrong side. I insert it in the correct side because the chip is where I would like it to be. Anyway, that was my butchered. That was a terrible inclination. It was a terrible. Terrible incarnation of that trick indeed. Anyway, rest of the month, Gregory Scott Tarot, we will do with a little bit of Gregory Scott Tarot action over here. Making it happen. Jade, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. We got in a past life, too. I definitely think in and y'all were in a past life, Think in and y'all were in a past life. That is for sure. All right. Let's see what's going on with that. And let's see. Coffee tarot. I've never heard of that either. I need a coffee tarot. I need a double shot espresso tarot. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Rest of the month, Gregory Scott. Let's make it happen. All right. Let's see what's going on. 5 of Swords. The rest of the month. Okay. Stocks taking a beating. Money's taking a beating. 401ks are taking a beating. Everything is taking a beating. And that's going to continue for the rest of the month. I'm sorry. That's going to continue for the rest of the month, right? The 5 of Swords. It feels like we're getting poured on a little bit. It does. All of our investments seem to be just not as well as they should be. They're just sort of challenged this way it goes. So financially, you are looking at a little bit of money loss indeed. So the way it is. Anyway, sorry, Brian. Sorry, that's going to be there. Anyway, Page of Swords, though. It is really time to launch forward with new connections, new communication, new kind of things that are happening, right? New connections, new kind of things that are happening. You definitely want to be in the loop because I think there's some stuff going on not only at work, but outside of work that feels like there's new connections, new things happening. The Page of Swords says I need to be in line with that. So whatever the hot gossip is, whatever the good stuff is, you definitely want to be in the queue. Definitely want to be in line with that. Ace of Cups. Mid-June feels a lot better. Emma, thank you for your donation. Mid-June feels a lot better for emotional stuff, sort of talking to people, making it happen, right? Because you're sort of down emotionally because you are being overworked now. You are sort of being overloaded with a lot of things, and you feel like you don't have a lot of time for sort of relationships, for love. Mid-June, things ease up a little bit. It's almost like that they hire somebody. They hire some people coming in. Their Ace of Cups being reversed. It's a little bit off until mid-June. I think mid-June, everything starts picking up. Overall, the Three of Swords. Be careful. Be very careful of what you say to people. I would say next week, right? Next week, all of next week. Be careful what you say because it feels like you hurt somebody's feelings and it ends up coming back to haunt you. So be cautious about what you do. Be cautious, especially about what you say next week. There's some things happening there and you want to be very careful and all of that other stuff. There you go. Keys are near water. Interesting. I'm not sure how you got that, but I like it. Anybody's interpretations is always good. All right. Anyway, there's the rest of the month and sneaking in a June with that as well. Now, we got Sarah on a PayPal. Let's see what's going on with the PayPal thing. All right. I sent my old friend a spicy text message. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We got Sarah on PayPal. Sarah wants to know. Spicy text. How did they feel? All right. Sent them a spicy text. I don't know if that is if that's good, if that's bad. I don't know, but we're definitely going to see there. Okay. We sent them a spicy text. We want to know how they feel about it, and they haven't responded either. Ooh, something's interesting going on there. If they haven't responded, definitely there. Four of Wands. Oh my. They definitely weren't expecting that. They weren't expecting the spicy text. We can tell that. Three of Wands. Interesting. Oh, they didn't like it. I mean, they just didn't like it. Mina, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Page of Cups. It's not something I emotionally expected to see. Not something I emotionally expected to hear. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying what you did was bad. I'm just saying that they just didn't like it as much as you think that they may had when they should have liked it, right? It's almost like they didn't like it for a particular reason, or they just weren't prepared for it. They just weren't in the mode where they wanted to deal with it. So overall, it just feels like they didn't like it. Page of Cups. I'm not emotionally prepared for it. So it's not like the text is bad. Again, not like the text is bad. It's just I didn't like my reaction to it was not as kind of weird that. King of Wands says that it feels like that if they wanted to do that, if they wanted to do this spicy thing, if they wanted to do all that, it feels like that they wanted to initiate it. In other words, they're sort of like, I'm really if I wanted to do that, I would have been the one to initiate it, right? The King of Wands sort of usurped their power or their sort of the confidence, sort of boosted, sort of like more or less a confidence debooster, the King of Wands. So I should have done that. Maybe it's my bad that I didn't do that, whatnot. Overall, Three of Wands, they're just not sure how to reply. So, I mean, they're not sure how to reply to it. They're not sort of in that mode where they just want to run forth and get it done. They're not in that mode where they want to send a spicy text back. They're just not sure where to go with it. Anyway, not emotionally ready, not sure where to go it. And the Four of Wands, you made your spicy text known. You made it happen, but they're just kind of like, Anyway, I agree with Boo Boo. I mean, I literally agree with Boo Boo. They're boring. I'm sorry. I think this individual is rather boring. I think Boo Boo is direct on this. If somebody sends you a spicy text and you just don't reply to it, it's like, well, I'm not really sure how to deal with that. Anyway, so I think they're just boring. I think this individual is somebody that's like, man, I wouldn't chase that. I just wouldn't chase that. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. It just feels like something's off, something's wrong with it. Anyway, they should have at least replied to spicy text. Like if somebody sends me a spicy text, I'm going to reply. It's going to be good or bad, but I'm going to be direct. I'm going to reply to it. It feels like if we're not, I guess, emotionally ready, if we're not emotionally ready to reply to something, then something's wrong with that flow, with that idea. In my opinion, of course, entertainment purposes only. Never spicy text somebody based on a fat man. Reading your cards on the internet. Career question below for a YouTube user. Let's get it done. Pissed her off. Okay. I told manager S about Amelia did along with I presented proof. All right. Now, I don't know what the thing is. Manager view of Amelia now. And what is going to be the manager Amelia interaction now that you busted out the evidence. They busted out the evidence, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it when they bust out the evidence because now the manager knows that you're not BSing. They know you're being direct. They know you're not making things up. So evidence is always, always good, especially when you sort of confront somebody. You having to sort of drag out the dirty laundry. Evidence is very much required. 7 of Swords. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say the manager and Amelia know each other. Like they know each other, right? King of Swords, High Priestess. I think they're going to sit on the information and not do anything, right? Not doing anything. But the King of Swords, they're going to be managerial about it. They're going to say, thank you for this information. I appreciate it. You did present evidence. I appreciate that as well. But the High Priestess, I'm going to sit on it. It's good to have the knowledge. I'm not really going to take any action. I'm just not. Right? I'm going to be a manager. I'm not going to take any action. There's no movement cards. There's no pentacles. There's no 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords. There's nothing. They do nothing about it. 7 of Swords says they seem to have some sort of a working relationship with this individual to where not necessarily buddy, but they're not really going to do anything about it, right? So I'm just saying something's going on behind the scenes here, YouTube user. Just be aware. I wouldn't chase this 100%. Like I wouldn't just keep chasing it and be like, what did you do to him? What's going on? I just wouldn't do that because there's something else going on in the background, YouTube user. You presented your evidence. You let them know. I just sit on it. I would sit on it for now. I would definitely not pursue anything further with that. All right, let's get some green text. Ooh, get some nice dark green text up in that yellow. I like it. That's kind of cool. All right. Anyway, how will I find my next long-term job? Because we're applying, we're putting the resumes out there. We're sort of making it happen, but not a lot of things going on with that. All right, let's go with this tarot deck right now because we have trimmed this one. And, that's it. Don't like PP picks unless I ask for them.
Everybody loves the D.
We just don't like pictorials, apparently. Love the D, but just not the pictorial version of the D. The way it goes. The D gets a bad rap. You gotta give the D some credit. You gotta give the D some street credit. Anyway, how will I find the next long-term job? The Tower. Man, this is gonna be something where you're at your wit's end. Everything is wrapping up. Everything is coming to a close. You've had a lot of sort of problems getting everything finished, getting everything worked out. It feels like everything's not flowing the way it needs to. The Tower moment. You're going to find the job like after everything has crumbled down, after things have really gotten challenging, after things have really gotten sort of not exactly the best mode. But yeah, it looks like you're coming to your wit's end before you find the beautiful opportunity. But when you're at your wit's end, I think the beautiful opportunity does come in there and make it happen. King of Coins, I think your next job pays well. It pays very well. And I think that's going to be the important part, right? Definitely the important part here. King of Coins pays well. We're able to get the cash that we need. We're able to make everything happen that we need. That's going to be the important aspect of it. Because the 5 of Cups is here. I think you're going to be overall disappointed kind of at the job market. The job market doesn't feel like there's a lot of openings, a lot of opportunities for you. It feels like you are hitting a lot of dead ends. That's the way it is. The tower says things have to crumble down. Things have to get down to the bottom level before you're able to sort of find the next big opportunity as far as that goes. Now, we got curious. Now, did me and N share a past life together? Let's see what's going on with N and you sharing a past life. I'm going to assume yes. I mean, I really am, right? I'm going to assume a little bit of a yes. Trina, welcome to the stream. Been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, Five of Swords. I really think y'all had relationships in the past. That is for sure. Y'all had relationships in the past. Ace of Swords. We're communicating from this. Man, in fact, I think, okay, I'm going out way out on a limb with you. I mean, come on, give it up, YouTube user. I've gone way out on a limb with you before, right? I talked about that you and your sister were going to get married at the same time, right? How many times have you heard that? 0. I mean, that's because I'm very specific with some of this stuff because I just think it's rock solid. Ace of Swords says there's still a connection between your past life and your current life. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. And that is important. I'll repeat it. There's still a connection between the past life and the current life. You feel like things are still dragging on from that life. Eight of Wands. It feels like this is a one-shot and done opportunity. In other words, you're going to have them in your life. You're going to have them around. But as far as relationships are concerned, this is a one-shot and done opportunity. And you definitely need to take advantage of it if you can while you can. Because I think you're still actively connected to a past life. Overall, Five of Swords says, within the context of the past life, y'all were doomed. It just feels like that y'all had so many issues, so many problems, and it just continues to this day. It almost feels like you're going to continue to see them. You're going to continue to meet them through your lives until you figure out how to deal with each other, because y'all have had many lives together and you need to learn, you need to gather the information, you need to figure out the way to deal with each other effectively, because you've never been able to do it yet. You still can't. You just still can't deal with each other effectively. So that's sort of the life lesson here. Anyway, at least that's what I think based upon tarot cards. Anyway, we got the career question. We got that stuff. We got Boo Boo coming up here with a weekend reading indeed. What kind of things can we get with a weekend, especially with our Thoth deck? I like a Thoth. Everybody enjoys a little Thoth in the morning. A little Thoth in the afternoon, a Thoth in the evening. Oh my, we had a jumper. We had a jumper that jumped way over there to the other side. Man, I did have a jumper the other day that jumped on the other side of the room, and it was about a legal question. And the card that jumped out and flew across the room was the Justice card, because I saw it. It landed face up, and it was the Justice card. I thought that was hilarious. All right, let's see what's going on with that. We don't read upside down because you're not supposed to. With the Thoth, weekend reading. No love this time. Emma, thank you for your donation. There's no relationship. There's no love this time. You're clear and you're clean with this weekend and all the lovey-dovey stuff that you have been literally concerned about. So I don't think you have to be concerned about it this weekend. I think you get a pass on the lovey-dovey stuff. And I think that's going to be important. That's going to be important indeed. So yeah, you definitely don't want a lovey-dovey stuff going on this weekend. All right. Now, as far as this goes, I do think the world is here. It is about planning for the next big trip, because I think there is a big trip coming, and I think it is either at the end of summer or after summer is over, or there's something else going on with this. So I definitely think that you do need to sort of look into, like, where are we going? What kind of trips are we making? What kind of things are happening with that? Because I think that's going to be important indeed. And the other thing that we have too, which I think is kind of fun and interesting indeed, is we also have the Lord of Failure, the Lord of Failure, right? Sort of looking at failure, looking at having things not being where we need to. Man, don't try any big initiatives or any big things this weekend. You definitely don't want to do that. You do want to make the trips. You want to make the trips. I think that's going to be important. Make the plans at a minimum, and don't just start any new projects. Don't start anything big, because you do have a little bit of failure sort of waiting in the sidelines. What is the moon? What is the moon? I think that there are life changes in the next 2 months. 2 to 3 months, some life changes hitting you. And I think that's going to be important for you, because you're not ready for some of them. A little bit of shifting priorities, or shifting where things are, shifting what is important and what is not. Because I think important pieces to the puzzle are going to be revealed in the next 2 to 3 months, and you're going to have to take some action on that. Are we prepared for that? Are we able to get a lot of that in? I don't really think so. I think this sort of takes us by surprise, and you are going to have to sort of figure out how to ditch that, or how to do something with that. It's all about gambling. It's all about gambling this weekend too. There's something about gambling this weekend that's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be where you want to be. Anyway, I just think that there's something about gambling, something going on with that. It'll be kind of interesting to see where that goes. In my opinion, it'd be interesting to see where that goes. Anyway, all right, we got the dirty green and made it a little more yellow, which is what I wanted to do. All right. Anyway, Emma has a double shot reading tonight. We got a double shot over here. We got YouTube users coming in with 2 more reads as well. Let's see. J. Matt, welcome. Asbel, welcome. Good to see you as well. Paula got in here too while I was talking. Paula, what's going on? Paula, thank you for your support on the Tasty Tarot. Raina, thank you for your support on the Tasty Tarot as well. I appreciate y'all. Let's hop over to the Tasty Tarot. Let's go ahead and thank some people. We got 25 people in there. And can I log in from here? No, I can't. Sorry, I guess we're not going to do this. I guess we're not going to do that. Let's see what's going on here. Can we do Kickstarter? Let's do Kickstarter. All right. Let's log into Kickstarter. Let's take a short break here. I want to see about, of course, I can't log into my phone either. Oh, crap. Never mind. I guess we're not going to do this. Okay. I can't log in. I'm not logged in on this computer nor the phone. So way it goes. All right, Emma, we got career advice. How did I know E in the past life? All right, let's do career advice first. Really, Chris, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you coming in. Oh, there. Did you get your new desk? Beach Dancer, I did get a new desk, and it is in the other room. It is a sit-stand desk, and I sit and I stand. I sit and then I stand. It's a hand crank, though, but it was only like $20. I got a sit-stand desk for $20. By the way, I went to a garage sale, and look at what I got for $20 at this garage sale. I was pretty excited about it. Hang on, let me get the picture out here. Can I do this? Am I competent enough to actually pull up the garage sale? Maybe not, but literally maybe not. All right, here's what I got at a garage sale today. So they got a global garage sale around here, and here's what I got. So I got a grater, a 4-thing grater. I got 5 glasses. I got this is a pretty big nonstick pan. It was still good. And I got a smaller nonstick pan. I got like 4 spatulas. I got a potato masher. You get the potato masher. I got a potato masher. And I got a little cup where the grater, I catch stuff. And I got 5 plates. I got a whisk. And I got like 7 pieces of plastic and wooden silverware. And I got the spatulas. And I got these little glass things that I could put my painting stuff in. Anyway, I did all of this for $20. All of that was $20. I thought that was a good deal. I was like, Jesus, that's a really good deal. So $20. J Mad, YouTube user, thank you for your donations. I appreciate y'all. So, I'm hitting some more garage sale tomorrow. I got somebody selling a big bookshelf, a 7-foot bookshelf for $20. So I went ahead and I got that. I got that reserved. So we're going garage selling tomorrow. That's pretty good for $20. Anyway, career advice. Page of coins. Don't try too hard. This is something where a lot of your career that you have chosen, a lot of things that you're doing, a lot of the pathway that you're sort of walking through doesn't need to be accomplished all at once. Right? All at once. You don't need to do everything at once. The page of coins. Let things happen organically, things happen naturally, and gradually increase your knowledge, gradually increase what you're doing, how you're doing it, your proficiency, your certifications, your education. Do that gradually. I think you're on a mode where you think of, if I do a ton of stuff really fast, it's going to make a big difference. I think honestly, it just isn't. Jade, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. KD, welcome to the stream. Joan, you were already here, weren't you, Joan? Anyway, yeah, Joan, you were already here. Okay. Yeah, 8 of coins. Keep working diligently. As we say in painting, keep the brush moving. If the brush isn't moving, you're not making any progress with painting. You're not getting any better. I think that's where you are with a career. Keep working, keep diligently at it. Because 8 of coins, it says you have a lot of things that you need to work on. You need to keep working on it. You're not going to make any big strides, but if you keep on, you're going to have some good luck. 2 of wands. Be ready to jump ship because there are better options out there for you. So be prepared to jump ship. Be comfortable with jumping ship. And I think that's going to be a little bit better option for you because I think that you're in a mode where you don't really know what's coming next. You don't really know what's going on. So if you need to jump ship, go into something a little bit different, not drastically different, right? If you're a software developer, don't start being a janitor or something. But anyway, you need to just do something a little bit different. Be sure to hop on into the next big thing. How to know E in a past life? What is going on there? By the way, KD, the Kickstarter is up, KD. The Kickstarter is available, KD. Tasty Tarot. Tasty Tarot is there. Comes with a book. I'm gonna make lessons on the channel about how to read with a Tasty Tarot. We're gonna do sample readings. We're gonna talk about the symbolism, the thoughts behind why the Tasty Tarot is what it is, and all that other good stuff. So pick your Tasty Tarot up. Link in the description. They're posting links in chat tonight. So this is dedicated to Dr. Mystical. He is on the chariot. And, if you want this is your one and only time to pick this deck up. Anyway, and it is pre-inflation price too. $30. Pre-inflation price. I don't know what inflation is. I'm not jacking my price up. I'm going to let y'all have it for pre-inflation prices. All right. Anyway, how to know E in a past life. 9 of coins. Man, this was somebody. Y'all were in business together and you made a lot of money. You made a boatload of money together, the 9 of coins. This seems like a business person where you're together, you were just rocking it, you had a bunch of things happening, and it was making a lot of good stuff. The chariot, too. Y'all moved from place to place quite a bit, but you sold stuff, you made money, made a lot of money. And I mean a lot of money. And it moved from place to place, right? When the market was dry, you went to the next location, a little bit of chariot action in there. Overall, the Knight of Wands, it says this was one of the most prolific, one of the most inventive, one of the most creative people that you have known in a previous life, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go in this life too. I think they have a lot of good things with them, a lot of good things about them. And I think if you're ready, I think that you can go forth and make a little bit of action in there today. So yeah, a little bit of a business information thing going there. And we got Really Chris is next. All right. Oh no, YouTube user, we skipped you. All right. Will I be employed at this job when I find a new job? Man, the tower though. The tower. Why is the tower there? The tower. YouTube user, the tower is going to bother me all night. The tower is going to bother me all night long. Is what it's going to do. It's going to bother me all night long. All right, let's see what's going on. We need to find out why this is bothering me so much. Why is that tower there? And what kind of things are going on with this new job where the other one has to crumble to make it happen? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Goodbye, Raina. Have a good weekend. Relaxing, hanging out, making your trip plans. All right. Will I be employed with a new job with the next job? No, I really don't think so. I think that this is something where the tower has to occur. Lonnie, oh my God, it's been a minute, Lonnie. Welcome. Good to see you as always. The world. You realize that you need opportunities. Lonnie, I'm here taking readings. We're relaxing, having a good time tonight, Lonnie. Welcome. But yeah, the world says you are in that mode where you need something different. You feel like this is the end. This is what I need to get moving. I need to sort of go forth and make it happen. But the world says you need to get out. You feel that way, right? I think that's when the tower moment occurs, where the Three of Cups. Think that you get in a mode where you've reached your limit, you've reached your end, and emotionally, you're just not prepared for any more. You feel like I need to do something different. I need to move forward into something better. And the Two of Swords says the world agrees, the universe agrees with this. I just need to move on. And you're not sure what. You're not sure why. You're not sure where. You feel like this is, you get that new job virus where you just feel like I need a new job. It's bothering me. I can't get rid of it. I can't shake it. And I think that is where it is going to happen. And then the tower moment is like, boom. All right, time to go. Time to get the new job. Time to make the new opportunity happen as far as that goes. And Jade is next. By the way, Jade is next. All right, Jade wants to know, a good loan broker. Oh, my. Broker any good? All right. So we got a loan broker. Are they trustable? Are they good? Are they decent? Is this somebody I can put my money with? We want the Thoth, of course, because we know the accuracy of the Thoth is rock solid. It is rock solid. You got to admit. I mean, I don't care who you are. You got to admit the accuracy of this deck. Like if you're going to get winning lottery numbers, you're going to pull it out of the Thoth because we got a jumper already. We had almost a jumper. Dice. What is going on? Good to see you. All right. How's the health of the coworker I'm crushing? Oh man, that's new. That's new. I don't think I've ever had anybody ask about health about somebody that you're crushing on. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Is a loan broker any good? Can I trust them? Oh my, you can. You can. By the way, entertainment purposes only. If you're looking at exchanging money, if you're looking at making financial decisions, you just don't want to do that based upon some fat dude on YouTube reading tarot cards, because I don't think that's long-term viable. But since you asked, the pride in our work, that means that they take themselves seriously. They understand the ramifications of their job. They know what to do. They know how to make it happen. They know how to make money. They know how to get loans out there. And that is the pride within their work from the Knight of Pentacles. Very good news overall, good feels, good information overall. You got the Nine of Cups, which is literally the best card of the deck, according to Lon Milo DeCat in his book. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. You just got to be careful with the loan. There are a couple of traps. You want to make sure you talk about them to the loan officer, right? You want to be, all right, what am I getting myself into? What kind of traps are going to be here? What kind of things are we going to be running into? You want all the information. Don't hold back anything. I think that's going to be good. Overall, you just feel good as the process is going across and going through. And I think you got a pretty solid deal with this particular individual. All right. Now, next is with Really Chris. Really Chris wants to know Jermaine's feelings for me. Let's get that done. Really Chris, Jermaine. All right. See what Jermaine's feelings are. The good, the bad, the indifferent. We're going to go to our de facto rockin' tarot deck that we have for things like this, which is this deck here, otherwise known as the Modern Love Tarot. Such a beautiful, wonderful deck, an exciting deck. Everybody loves this deck. And if you're looking for relationship reads, it's hard to beat. It's really difficult to just ignore this when you're in the context of getting relationship readings, understanding love and all the aspects of love that comes with that. And let's see what's going on with that. Kitty, welcome into the family. Thank you so much. By the way, I have 60 people are in the family right now. That's bananas. That is bananas. 60 people have joined. Thank you so much for your $1 donation in that and all of that stuff. All right, Jermaine, What are the feelings? What kind of things do we have going on with this individual? A little bit hesitation, but coming in from behind. They're kind of emotionally hesitating, but then they sort of start making moves. This is somebody that thinks too much. I think what you're dealing with really, Chris, they think too much. Too logical. They don't go with their emotions. They don't go with the feels. And they just sort of overanalyze things and approach it from a perspective that doesn't really work when it comes to feelings, right? So you need somebody that's going to be a little more emotionally resonant and stuff like that. Now, do I think Jermaine has written you off entirely? No. I think Jermaine needs to warm up before they're really going to be a very expressive or very sort of in your face with this, right? The King of Cups. I'm just sitting on emotions too long, sitting on emotions, and I need to make it happen. I need to make it a little bit better. I think the King of Cups, as they warm up over time, the feelings come out. You have a lot more communication, a lot more sort of forwardness, because the Chariot says, I'm coming in here, and I'm sort of making myself known, right? And this is where you have coming in from behind. In other words, I'm not sort of in front. I'm sort of making observations. I'm making talk. I'm doing things that sort of indicate that I'm interested, doing things that indicate that things are kind of cool and what have you. But, I'm just doing it from behind. I'm not doing it directly in that. So I think that's going to be it. It's going to be it. You're going to have to sort of put up with it, because there are some feelings that Jermaine is backing off, kind of, right? A little bit of, I'm not really in it to win it. Not really 100%. So a little bit of the Seven of Wands sort of backing off in there. I think that's okay. Just let them warm up, let them come in there, and you're going to get a lot better results in the future. Okay. All right. We're getting married together again. There we go. That is going to be important. Jay, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. You said, me and my sister getting married together. Yes, I did. Who are we marrying? Descriptions of the men. Oh, my. All right. So we got descriptions of that man's. Descriptions of that man's. We got the double man's, double marriage, double making it happen. All right. We know yours is going to be 6 foot tall. Goldilocks, thank you for your being part of the family too. Man. All right. So tall is going to be, so this is going to be yours. So tall is in the menu, right? Tall is in the menu indeed. This is somebody who really kind of shares cool things. They enjoy sharing things. They have some fun stuff. They want to do this. They want to do that. They're very sharing. They're very giving as far as, communicating cool stuff. It seems they always seem to be coming out with something else. It's like something's going on here, something's going on there. They never seem to slow down, never seem to stop with fun stuff, bringing it in, right? All right. The Magician. Very proficient at their job. They know where they're going. They know what they're doing. And this is going to be a problem because you're not able to spend a ton of time with them. They're very focused on making the big bucks, right? They're very focused on making themselves successful. And I think that's good, but it's also bad because you don't get a lot of time. You get a slice of time here and there. I think that's going to be kind of prudent and prominent in their life as well. They do need a lot of attention though, right? When you see them, they need some attention. You can't just be on the phone. You can't be watching the TV. You don't see him very often. This is something where he's sort of passing in the night kind of feel. None of Wands does say they do have a little girl. They do have a little girl from a previous relationship. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. That's going to be all right. So that was yours. That was your man's. Now for the sister's man's, the Two of Cups. Oh, my. The Two of Cups, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb and saying the sister marries somebody that she's met before. You've met before, the Two of Cups. I've interacted with this person before. Now, I'm not saying it's an ex. I'm not saying it's a previous boyfriend. I'm just saying they've met him before. They've seen him before. It's not a complete stranger. The Two of Cups, we've met. Okay, very important. The King of Wands, this is a Leo. This is a very traditional Leo. It's got the Leo mane. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Google's your friend. The Leo mane, they got a little bit of the King of Wands action here. This person just absolutely needs to be out in front, making things happen, making things go, definitely sort of in the skydiving, into this, into that, always dragging your sister out to do something different. I think different is going to be important here. They also have a pilot's license, so they get a pilot license. Maybe not now, but eventually they do get a pilot license. Queen of Pentacles says they're pretty well off. In other words, they're not like ultimately rich, super rich, but they're well off enough to where they don't really think about money. They just do whatever they're going to do, right? They don't like look at the bank account and go, can I afford it? They do what they want to do, and they just have fun with it. So they make enough money to make that happen. They seem to almost like they got an inheritance or something like that, to where they have enough money to play, but they still sort of do, something on the side. Anyway, there's your reading. That's a long reading, but that's the way it goes. Jay is next. Jay wants to know, what are Carlos's thoughts about me? What is Carlos doing and whatnot? By the way, we're not ending soon. We're not going to do ending soon yet. Who wanted a reading? Who wanted a reading and said, are you still taking readings? You need to get your reading in the queue, pretty much. You need to get your reading in the queue if you want your reading to be in the queue. Anyway, because we are ending soon in a few. I do have somebody wanted a private reading. I had 2 private readings today. Somebody wanted another private reading, but they're not responding to me, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the dealio is. If you still want that private reading, let me know. By the way, Tasty Tarot is legit. It's on Kickstarter. This is going to be the deck that if you don't have it, you're going to be like, gee, I should have gotten it. Literally, you're going to be like, I just should have gotten it. So, don't be that person. Don't be that person. Anyway, all right. Let's go with a Hermit card. Oh, my. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords. This person's not ready for prime time. Jay, they're just not ready for prime time. They're a little bit, I'm sorry, they're not. They're not prepared for prime time. They're a little bit sort of moving back. They're a little bit not quite prepared. The Hermit card, a little bit not... They don't think in chess terms, right? They don't think in chess terms. When I say that, I mean, I need to think a few moves ahead before I do something. I can't just spontaneously do crap. But this person just spontaneously does crap, right? You got an ace, you got an ace. I think their feelings are that they like you, but they don't know what you think about them. They're on the Hermit. In other words, they have some emotions, they have some feelings, but they're not sure about you, J-Mad. They're not sure about you. So I think that's going to be it, right? YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to go with the ending soon. Lonnie, if you figured out, let me know. If you figured out, go ahead and donate any. Lonnie, if you donate, go ahead and put your question in the donation, and I will get your donation. If we end stream and then you donate, I'll make you a dedicated video. But Lonnie, you're my top priority. If you donate through any means at all, and I see it, I will make you a dedicated video. So in other words, tomorrow, I'll make you a dedicated video for your reading. Just make sure you get it. Anyway, the Hermit, I'm just not sure what J Mad thinks of me, right? So they like you, they have a lot of things, but this person is wholly unprepared to do anything really serious, or very unprepared to sort of make anything substantial happen. So you got to kind of be aware of that, because a lot of people are very sort of prepared. They sort of move in, they make things happen, but this person's like, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it again. I don't think that's good overall, J-Math. That's not good, especially when it comes to sort of emotions, relationships, and kind of things going on with that. At least my opinion. But yeah, they like you. They think you're kind of cool. But you need to make your emotions very apparent to this person, because they're quite unsure of what's going on. Anyway, speaking of awesome, we got Jade coming in with another one. All right, let's do Jade. Let's do dice, and let's do triple shot with a YouTube user, or quad shot actually with a YouTube user. Okay, let's do Jade right now. Jade wants to know, should I stay with the N company or the new company for the loan with a house? All right, Jade, new or existing loan company. Okay, let's do a throwdown. We're gonna do the thought still. Don't worry. We're going to do a little bit of a throwdown, tarot throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Y'all know you love the good tarot throwdown, especially on a Friday, by the way. All right, let's see. Existing company. Existing company is right here. Existing company is here. Lonnie, I got it. Lonnie, you requested the money instead of sent it. So Lonnie, I'm going to hit decline on that. Decline this request. Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, Lonnie, you hit request instead of sent. But anyway, Lonnie, well, thank you. I appreciate that. When you hit send, let me know. Jim and I walk my way again. Any communication? Okay. All right. Go ahead and I canceled it and all that good stuff. So go ahead and hit send on that. Okay. Stay with the company or go to the new company or his new company for the loan of the house. I'll stay with the next. Okay. Existing new. Let's look at the existing company. Jesus. Wow. The existing company is wild and weird. Wow. You're going to have a rough time in either company. You just seems to have a rough time in either company. You got the Tower over here, but you got a beautiful Two of Cups. You got the Lovers over here, but you got the Devil. That's interesting indeed. It feels like the existing company does not have, I'm going to say, the existing company doesn't have your best interest in mind. I think the loan officer you were talking about, I think, was still a good loan officer, but it feels like that company doesn't have your best interest in mind. A little bit of the devil action here. If we can ignore this, we have a beautiful company with the end company, with the next beautiful company here, the Lovers. It really kind of offsets the devil. It really does. You have all majors. You have an offset of the devil. You have people that know what they're doing, know what they're talking about, know what's happening, know what's going on. The existing company is rock solid, New company, not so much. Kitty, thank you for your donation. Kitty, we are ending soon. I will get your donation tomorrow. Let me know what your question is. But, oh man, the 6. I would not go with a new company. I don't think the new company is going to bring you anything you don't have with the old company. I think the old company, being all majors, has your best interest in mind. You're talking about your existing loan officer, pretty rock solid reading. I would stay with the old company. New company, the Tower really hurts. I don't care how powerful the 2 is. That Tower, it just ruins it. I would stay with the old company. Nexus wins. That's a wild reading, though. You're in for a wild time. You're in for a weird and wild time. That is for sure. All right. We got Dice. We got 3-shot YouTube users. And then we're going to get out of here. Dice wants to know, how's the health of the coworker I'm crushing on? All right. Normally, we don't read health readings, but hey, we're going to take a shot at it. Who cares? We'll do it with a cat deck. Because if the coworker is healthy, they're going to be healthy and have some cats, is what I'm talking about. All right. The Empress. Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. They're okay. I mean, they're all right. They seem to be all right. You're worried about nothing. They seem to be okay. Okay. You're looking at the Empress. This is somebody that's very comfortable. They know what they're doing. This is a pretty good relationship, too, if you can get it going. So if you can get this person moving and get it going, this is a good relationship. The Empress says so. Page of Pentacles says take it easy. You definitely want to take it relaxed and all this other stuff. Take it relaxed, take it there. And I think, there you go. Page of Pentacles is pretty solid, pretty nice indeed. The 7 of Pentacles. You got a lot of work to do. As far as health is concerned, they do have something that is bothering them, something that has been there for a while, something that is there. Don't worry about it. You need to stop crushing. You need to make a move, right? You need to stop crushing. You need to make a move. That's kind of the theme of that indeed. They started their own company. I would not go with their new company. Oh man, can you stick with their old company? I'm just asking, because I think that's interesting. Stick with the old company if you can, is what I'm saying. They have their best interest in mind. If you have to go with a new company, that Tower sucks. that tower sucks. It's almost like I wouldn't go with a new company. I'd stay with the old company if you can. If you can. If they're forcing you to go with a new company, be prepared for the tower. That hurts. Like the tower doesn't play. The tower does not play. Anyway, I would not go with a new company. The tower does not play at all. The tower means that there's something that's going to be like your loan gets rejected or they screw something up or something's bad over there. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, dice controller, make sure you look for bugs. With any new relationship, make sure you get in there and you look for any bugs because you don't want to be scratching after the first date. I mean, after that first date, you don't want to go home and you're going to be scratching. So you need to get one of these and just say, look, yeah, you need to, just lay there for a minute. I'm just going to look around here real quick. It seems awkward. It's not. It's not. YouTube user, can I trust manager S when it comes to Amelia? Well, as per my previous read, I don't think so. I'm sorry, I don't think so. But we're going to go and find out with a proper way of doing it, which is getting this bug off my hair. What is that bug? It's a fly. Man, there's an aggressive fly, man. That fly like got right into my head. The fly got into my head. It's like that 80s movie. Was that 90s movie? No, it's a 90s movie, The Fly. Seth Brundle. Anyway, all right. Can I trust manager S when it comes to Amelia? Page, magician, and ace. No, I really don't think so. You got to disconnect from this. YouTube user, you need to disconnect from this, right? The magician, let them do what they do. Let them do what they do with this. Because the page of wands says if you stick around, you keep poking your head in there, you're not going to have a good day. I think you're not going to have a good day at all. Ace of coins. Start something else. Move on. Move on. Wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't be concerned about it because I think that you don't want to be poking your head around in there and get yourself in trouble. At least that's what I say. Okay. Last one. Is the current job safe until I get a new job? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let's see. Well, the current job's safe until I get a new job. I would say so. Yeah, it looks all right. The Hermit. Keep to yourself. Keep to yourself as much as you can. The less drama you have, the better off you are. Like I said before, do an amazing work and dodge all the drama that you can. The King of Cups, the Hermit. Stay by yourself. Do your own thing. Don't confront anybody anymore. Just do your thing. Work hard. Be amazing. Just tell your boss that that you like them, and just get it because they already gave you a raise. They already let you sub in for managers, which is amazing. But strength. Have some patience with it. Get connected with people. Be on the alert, but don't be in people's face. The Hermit. Just stay by yourself. Stay on your own lane. King of Cups. You're not enthralled or excited about the job because it's competitive, because people are paying in the butt. But, just move on with that. Anyway, why is my future spouse always working? Is he broke? All right. So if you missed the previous reading, the future spouse was basically sort of, two ships passing in the night. So why is that? The Three of Wands, the Five of Coins, and the Temperance. I don't think they're broke. They're always in for the best new deal. This is somebody who's in banking or investments. They're in the next big deal, and they're very much in tune, right? The Three of Wands, I'm always looking for the next big deal. Now, they're not broke. Even though we do have a Five of Coins, it is next to a Temperance. It is over a Three of Wands. A lot of times their investments don't work out for the best. A lot of times they do run into situations where it's not advantageous for them to do some stuff. They're going to do it anyway. But they're in banking, they're in investments, and they're ready to go with making money, making it happen. The Three of Wands, right? But the Five of Coins, they're not always broke, even though it is a broke card. But, that's the way it goes. Anyway, that Five of Coins just says that this person does lose a substantial amount of money sometimes. So they'll make 50 grand, they'll make 100 grand, and then they'll lose like 40 grand, right? Which is normally shocking, but this person knows what they're doing. They have a down Temperance. They're able to balance things out, right? Because how many in the stock market, right? I've lost I've lost I've lost about, I've lost about 11% of my 401k portfolio. I've lost 11%. Now, I know I'll make it back because that's what the stock market does. It dives, it goes up, it dives, it goes up. You remember that person that said, should I invest in crypto? You remember that? You remember that reading? I got to go back and see what I said because I said don't. Do you remember who? Okay, everybody in chat, I need your opinion right now. Somebody asked me specifically, should I invest in crypto? What did I say? I believe I said don't. I said don't and do it later. Let it crash and do it later. And if I said that, because I got to do so many readings, Jesus. If I said that, that was somebody that got their $2 worth. somebody that got their $2 worth. Because there's some people on YouTube that lost about $100,000 to $200,000 on crypto. So yeah, apparently crypto just crapped the bed. Anyway, we got Lonnie's coming up next. Okay, Lonnie, it's your question. I didn't even click the thing. Anyway, Lonnie has a question. The Gemini. All right, Lonnie, we're getting your Gemini reading right now. All right, Lonnie, Gemini. The Gemini. The Gemini walked away again. Any communication? What's going on? Where is this going to be? I think we need to figure this one out pretty big time. I think you said wait or no. I think I said wait. Wait, let it even out, and then do it later. But man, whoever that was got their $2 worth or their $5 worth, whatever. Because yeah, people on YouTube, I got people on YouTube. I have some investment channels that I watch. And, anyway, this one dude lost over $140,000 or something. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Kitty, thank you for your other donation. Kitty, I'll do both of your readings tomorrow. Let me know what your questions are, and I'll look in the chat and I'll see it, right? Do you ever do a QA for live for us sometime? I'm new beginner tarot reader. Heaven, I have a Patreon link over here. Every Thursday on the Patreon, I have a live session with only my Patreon friends. And you can ask me anything you want. You can ask me this. You can say, dude, I did this reading the other day. I had this card and that card. What do you think it meant? Right? Or I had this reading. And anyway, you got to kind of go to the Patreon and I'll do a Q&A. I'll answer. It's one-on-one with me. So you get to spend an hour with me every week. We'll talk. We'll hang out. You get to ask me any question you want. Anyway, and that's only for $10 a month. So there you go. $10 a month. You get a whole lot more than that. Anyway, and you also, if you're a Patreon member, I'm going to be putting your initials on my cards. So if you want your initial in here somewhere, if you're on Patreon, I'm going to start a thread tomorrow. You let me know what card you want your initials on. So the Empress is already taken by Christina. So Christina wanted the Empress. Christina gets priority. All right. Gemini. The question is, the Gemini walked away one more time. What are we going to do here? Is there communication coming in? How is this? By the way, last reading of the night right now. The Tower and the Lovers. Man, y'all gotta on and off and on and off and on and off. The Tower and the Lovers is not a good combo. That means everything needs to fall to the ground. We need to rebuild it quickly. Fall to the ground. We need to rebuild it quickly. Then we're disappointed. Then we have heartbreak. 3 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Ultimately, you have to ask yourself, how much of this are you willing to put up with? Because you're living in Groundhog Day at this point. Groundhog Day. If you haven't seen the Bill Murray movie, go back to see it. But yeah, Tower, love, upset. Tower, love, upset. How many times are you going to do this pattern, right? Because you just said they walked away again. So how many times do you want to put up with this? And that's kind of a question that you have to ask yourself. Because ultimately, the 4 of Cups, if somebody really loves you, if somebody cares for you, if somebody is excited to see you, they're not going to present you with a tower and a 3 of swords. They're just not. They're not going to do that because they love you too much to put you through this. But you got to understand that you do have a 3 of Pentacles here. How much are you willing to work towards? You put a lot of work, you put a lot of effort into this, and you're still getting this pattern, right? So the question after yourself, how much do you still want? You've gotten it several times. He's going to present it to you again. Do you really want it to have it one more time? Ultimately, a relationship, okay, this is me. This is my opinion. A relationship should not be a massive waste of your time to where you're crying, you're upset, you're very concerned. You are amazing, and you deserve somebody that is equally amazing. If somebody's coming into your life and they're presenting you with this, rather than making you better than you were before, which ideally is what you want somebody that makes you better than you were before. You want somebody that supports you. You want somebody that's on your side. You don't want somebody that lets you physically know they don't love you by leaving you again. You want somebody that helps you. How much time are you willing to waste? How much time are you willing to dedicate to it? I'm not saying the person's trash. I'm just saying that you deserve somebody that really loves you, somebody that wants to support you, somebody that makes your life better, not worse. So if this person's making your life worse on a consistent basis, maybe you should be looking elsewhere. It's just my personal opinion. But you're asking if they'll communicate again? I think so. I think they will come in and they will reach out to you. They will reach out with the cup, with the love, and they will say, I want you back. So yes, they will reach out. So that's your answer. So I guess that's an ultimate thumbs up. But ideally, what are you going to do, right? Can you work on it and change this person? Can you work on it and fix it? Maybe. But ultimately, I think Lonnie should be amazing and happy, and Lonnie should feel like that people in their life are making their life better rather than bringing in or making it worse, in my opinion. So I'm just saying. That's what I am saying. That's just my opinion. Because Lonnie, I think you're amazing. I think you're wonderful. I think you're beautiful. I think you're fantastic. And I think that you deserve somebody that feels the same as me. Not me, I'm hooked up, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, that is it for me. And that probably too much of my opinion in the reading, but I'm just saying, y'all are my family. I think all of y'all as my family, right? And when somebody's in my family's hurt, when somebody in my family's, I can just feel their pain through a question. I want to make my family amazing and better, and I want to show y'all love. And but that's just me. Anyway, that is it for the readings tonight. As with everything, we have the Kickstarter is there. That is Dr. Mystical. He is live in 15 minutes. Go to his channel and let him know. Thank you for supporting my my Kickstarter, because Dr. Mystical did buy themselves a deck. Buy yourself a deck. It's the cheapest deck you can get on a Kickstarter right now. Go get it. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.